Good evening and welcome to the Whisky Lover Society with me, Gert Retief, and tonight it's Deanston night and we are looking at the Deanston Virgin Oak. Nice color. It is matured in ex-bourbon casks, finished in virgin American oak casks, uncolored, non-chill filtered, and cost around 28 to 29 euros a bottle. So not expensive, not going to break the bank. So on the nose, cheers. I do like the nose. It is very light. It is a no age statement whiskey. So I expected, coming from the ex-bourbon cask and then the virgin cask, I expect the light floral notes, maybe a little bit of a fruit, and I do get that light fruity flavors coming out. But if I compare this, for example, with the Glencairn series, which is also matured in ex-bourbon casks for 10, 12, 15 years, the notes are completely different. This is more a light fruity flavors, but not so much of the apple note that I got in the Glencairn. So for this one, I do get a little bit of a toffee note coming out, very light on the nose. There is a little bit of an apple note, but if I compare it to the Glencairn, which will have a little bit of a more like an apple cider or green apple note, which is quite distinctive. This is more for me like a baked apple with a hint of cinnamon. Just nice apple, couple of cinnamon, maybe a little bit of butter, put it in the oven. Something similar to that. Quite nice actually. Vanilla notes definitely coming out. I also get a little bit more of an Asian pear note. That big round yellow Asian pears. Quite a ripe one. So very nice on the nose. And a little bit of it's sweet, but not overly sweet. And I get the fruity notes, very pleasant. And then I get a hint of the oak coming out. But it does not overpower anything, quite balanced. So it is 46.3%. And only when I really stick my nose into it and when I get that alcohol hit, but as in general, it very pleasant and not so much on the alcohol, even if I do agitate it a little bit. And what I also get is a Honeydew Melon. In South Africa we have flavored water, and they have this honeydew flavored water, quite similar to that. Pleasant on the nose. So on the taste, cheers. So it is a little sweet, but not much. A little sugary note coming out, maybe like a brown sugar. Definitely some caramel. And then I get a little bit of a chocolate note. Something similar like raisins covered with chocolate, a light brown chocolate. Then a little bit of an oak comes in, but it's very pleasant, a light oak. On the third sip, I do get a lot more chocolate notes. And now it goes into a little bit of a dark chocolate note. So the oak level goes a little bit up, but it's pleasant. It's still that chocolate mouthfeel that you have. Still a little bit of the sweetness, but the dark chocolate takes over the taste for me. Really nice on the taste. So one more try. Yep. Every sip is a little bit more oak, but still it's not unpleasant. That I think that's like the sweetness, that chocolatey, raisiny taste and feel really balance everything out for me. So on the finish, it starts off sweet. Then you get a little bit of an oak. Then the oak disappears quite fast. And then I'm left with the sweetness again, a caramel note coming out, and that just lingers in the mouth. And it's quite a long finish for me. And it's a pleasant finish. After the light oak, that sweetness is there, the chocolate notes is coming out, the raisins, really nice long finish for me. So, do I like it? I do like it. But just as a comparison, and maybe it's not a fantastic comparison, comparing a no-age statement to the 12-year-old, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's my channel. I can do whatever I want. Will I buy it again? I think I will. But if I compare it with the 12-year-old, and if you just give me a second, I do have a full bottle of the Deanston 12-year-old, which is also matured in ex-bourbon cask for the full period. Of course, this is also Ralphie's Whisky of the Year for, I think, 2019 or 18, somewhere then. And this has also been part of the new online Whisky Awards. This, the Deanston 12 was also selected to be voted on, and I think in November they will pick a winner for the best single malt whiskey. So the Deanston 12 is there. So I thought it was a good idea to pour me a small one, and just to give my comparisons between the two. So the Deanston 12 for me it's a completely different kettle of fish. It's so much darker. The flavors are so much bolder. The rich toffee notes coming out, more vanilla notes coming out, sweeter on the nose. And although it's the same ABV, also 46.3, it does feel a little bit more mellowed for me. And fresh fruit, dark fruits. Oh, this is really fantastic. This for me is like Christmas cake in a glass. This is fantastic. Loads of vanilla. I get a little bit of a cinnamon note coming out. Raisins, plums, figs. Fantastic. Very sweet. So if I compare the two, quite a big difference in color. And of course, big difference in the flavor. Almost 30 euros for the no age statement one. And the cost for the 12-year-old will be about 38 to 40 euros. So maybe a 10, 12 euro difference between the two. So which one do I pick? I think it's a no-brainer. I will always pick the 12-year-old. I think on the nose you get so much more for a little bit, 10 euro, 12 euros more. You get so much more out of the whiskey. So that's my pick for the day, the 12-year-old. And I hope that they will also do good in the Whisky Awards. But they have some tough competition with the Glencadam 10-year-old, which I really like. So with that, thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, give a comment. Which one do you prefer, the Deanston 12, the Virgin Oak, or maybe you also like the Glencairn 10-year-old. Cheers, and I'll see you next time.